Hey everybody, good morning. I'm answering Sean Graham's question from the Bliss Business fan page. Sean won some free DVDs of Rise of the Entrepreneur and I think the Wake Up Call and maybe some 4-Year Careers, which he probably doesn't need because he's probably got a bunch of those. So here's Sean's question. How do I help a brand new distributor create a vision that will sustain them through the first few months of the business and carry them through the ups and downs and the challenging parts of getting started and talking to your friends, your warm market, your family? And a lot of times those are the people we want to get in the most and we want it for them and they say no, or they just sort of blow us off. And so motivation is key. So it's a great question, Sean. And I found that in my career, training is important and product knowledge is important and all of that stuff is important, but nothing trumps self-motivation. Without it, nothing else works. I mean, you can be as knowledgeable as you can want it really bad, but if you're not sustained from within inside with your own vision and your own drive and your own movie of what you're going to accomplish here and why that's important to you, what emotions come up when you think about it. If you don't have that, nothing else works. And if you have it, nothing else matters. I mean, we've all seen people who are just on fire about the opportunity and they don't know anything. They don't know how to present. They don't know how to talk about the product. They don't know where their back office is. They don't even know how to log in. And yet they recruit 20 or 30 people. And why is that? Because those people have a crystal clear picture of themselves being successful in the business. They can taste it, they can smell it, they can feel it. It possesses them. So how do you make that happen with a brand new person? There's the cliche that you can't motivate other people, and I vehemently disagree with that. I think not only can we motivate other people, but that's actually our job. That's our primary job. We motivate prospects to take a look at our opportunity or our products. We motivate new distributors to take actions they wouldn't normally take. The essence of leadership is motivation. So how do you do it? Well, you start by asking questions. And, initially when you put somebody in the business, you don't need to go really deep into this unless they want to. You want to ask these questions and be sensitive to how your new distributor is feeling about the conversation and the process. Don't take them too far or they kind of get a little weird about answering all of these questions, but take them as far as you want, as far as they'll let you take them. So, you start with basic questions like, okay, how much money do you want to earn in the next 90 days doing this? Kind of an equation that's important to get out of people is, how much money would you have to be earning 3 or 4 months from now to make this business and the time that you're going to spend at it worthwhile? Where would you have to be a year from now in monthly income in order for this to be worthwhile? Get a specific number and don't let people say a lot or as much as I can or anything like that. Get a specific number. If they can't give you one, throw some out. So, okay, what if you were earning, $700 a month 3 months from now? Would that make this a home run for you? What if you were making $2,500 a month a year from now or 18 months from now? Would that make it a home run for you? Ask people specific questions like that. And when you lock in on a number, now it's your job to display your mastery of the art of motivation, because money itself is not what motivates people. It's not even what we can do with the money that motivates people. It's how those things make us feel. So you got to take people down the levels. The first level is a specific amount of money. The second level is, okay, you're at $700 a month 3 months from now. What are you going to do with the money? Not that that's a lot of money, and probably you're going to even want to plow it back in your business if you want to get to $1,500 a month. But ask people, what would you do with it? Is there something you want to pay off when you get to $700 a month? Is there something you'd want to buy for your spouse, or your family, or yourself to celebrate that success? Would you want to take a trip? Would you want to, fix up your car? Would you want to buy a new suit? What would you want to do? And then the third level of that question is, okay, if you got yourself a brand new suit, how would that make you feel? What is important about having a brand new suit to you? You ask questions that drop people into the level of how that makes them feel. So if you move that out to a year from now and you say, you know, okay, it's $2,500 a month. Great. You got $2,500 a month coming in every month from your business like clockwork. I mean, that check just comes on the 20th of every month. Your debit card gets loaded every week. How's that going to feel? What are you going to do with it? What would you do with $2,500 a month? And have people be specific. Don't let them off the hook by, okay, I'd pay off my debts. That's great. Pay off your debts. How long would it take to do that? Well, it takes 6 months. How would that feel to be totally debt-free, to have all those credit cards wiped out? Zero. You're not paying $200 or $300 a month just in interest to the man. How would that feel? And then once you get your credit cards paid off, what would you do with $2,500 a month? I'd save it. Okay, how long would you save it? How much do you want to get saved up? Well, I want to get $25,000 in the bank. Awesome. How would that feel to have $25,000 in the bank? Or let's say somebody wants to, you know, buy a new car. Great. What kind of car do you want to buy? And they say, well, I don't know. Don't accept I don't know. Drill down on it. Get on the internet. How about this one? How about that one? Get them to see a specific picture of it. Go to the dealership with them. Get a brochure. Send them, you know, sign them up for some kind of blog about that car so they get something via email every day. Maybe they want to take their family on a cruise. Where do you want to go? What ship do you want to go on? Most people don't know because they don't spend any time driving down on their dreams. So get that information from them and take them online. Say, what about this destination? What about the Bahamas? What about Greece? What about Hawaii? What about this ship? You know, let's dive in. Let's look at what the itineraries are. Let's look at what the ship features are, and let's lock in on something and sign them up for some kind of autoresponder from that company or some kind of blog or get a catalog from that company and send it to them. And then you want to use that while you're leading and managing your new people. So every time they get off track, every time they get in a funk, every time they go MIA on you, what you want to do is bring that conversation back up. Say, hey, Sean, what about paying off those credit cards? Were you not serious about that? It's not that important to you? Is like, you know, going to the baseball game more important than paying off your credit cards? Doesn't that actually drive your credit cards up? Bring people back to the presence them, to the essence of the decision of this business. And the essence of the decision of this business actually needs to be made almost every day. And that question is, what's more important to you? Avoiding the things that need to be done or continuing those old habits that gave us the life we have that's not enough or is painful? Or is it more important to actually get what we're dreaming about? If it's more important to get what we're dreaming about, you got to make different decisions. You got to make them today. You can't keep making the old decisions and get the new dream. You got to make new decisions. So our job as a motivator is to keep that present for people, keep that vision, keep the clarity of it, keep the detail, and keep asking people, what is it about that that's so important to you? How will that make you feel? As soon as you ask somebody how it will make them feel, they actually feel that way. And they're in the presence of their vision. And that is mastering the art of self-motivation. And the people that master the art of self-motivation, they're in massive action every day, regardless of the specific outcomes that they create. They're not a victim of the people who say no or the people who quit. They are owned by their vision. That's what drives them. And that's what it takes to win in this business. Thanks, Sean. See you all next time.